Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, she shuts me out sometimes. Got an email here from a viewer, and he says, me and my female friend have been getting closer and having sexual relations for a few months now, and I've had a lot of chemistry, but things seem to be going away a little bit. She still loves the sex, but now and again she seems to just shut me off sometimes for no apparent reason. She gets really stressed at me when I don't even do anything, but I always manage to calm her down quite easily and relax her. Then she apologizes for getting stressed. He says, but as well, quite lately, I struggle to make conversation with her through text. Can you please help? Well, first off, you shouldn't be making conversation over text. You should be doing it in person. The phone has one primary purpose, and that's as a communication device to set dates. That's it. So when a girl texts you, send 3 or 4 texts back and forth, and then arrange a date. And then get off the phone, telling her you'll see her then, that you got to run. You'll give her your undivided attention when you see her in person, and that way you can look into her beautiful eyes and hear what she's got to say. But right now you got to run because you're jammed up. You got shit to handle. You got shit to take care of because you're a man. You're busy. You're focused on your purpose in life. So that's one thing that I'd note right off the bat there, is that you're not using the phone properly, and that creates problems because then you become too easy to available. There's nothing mysterious about you. The girl doesn't wonder about you. She doesn't wonder what you're up to or what you're doing or where you've been or who you're with, because you're always in her face. You're always responding to her right away, and it's a scientific fact that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. So take your time getting back to her. You should be busy doing other things. You shouldn't be sitting around your hands with nothing to do. But the other thing about a woman getting cold is that even sometimes when things are great, you got to remember, women are like cats, and sometimes they just, especially in your case, because you're making mistakes with the phone and the texting, so she gets familiar with you, and she gets bored. And when she gets bored, that's why she doesn't want to call you, she doesn't want to talk to you, she doesn't really want to see you, she doesn't want to do much to you, or do with you, I should say. And she stops making an effort. And when that happens, you just need to back off and chill out for a few days. And the fallback position is always call her once a week. But when you back off and 2 or 3 days go by and she texts you, hey, I haven't heard from you in a few days, how are you doing? I'm sorry, I was kind of stressed the other day when we saw each other. Oh, no problem, baby. I was thinking about you too. When are you free to get together? Arrange a date, get off the phone. That's all you got to do. But like I said, the reason she's shutting you out is because she's getting bored with you, and you're too easy, too available. And then the other thing is, sometimes women will create drama when everything is going great, just to fuck shit up a little bit to see if you can put it back together. Why? Because they're girls. That's just what they do. Sometimes when everything becomes predictable, it gets boring, and they want to mix shit up a little bit. They want to see how you handle things. They want to see how you put Humpty Dumpty back together again, so to speak. And if they sense weakness in you, then they're going to pull away and test you even more. That's why you can't take this shit personally, because a woman always wants to know that her man is strong. She always is going to be testing your strength. And when she's really in love and she's really happy with you, the tests are going to be very subtle, very easy to pass, and you'll notice them when they're coming up, and you'll even bust her on it sometimes. But when things aren't going well, or you're doing things to turn her off, she tests and she probes a little harder, because you're doing and saying things that are turning her off. And so when she backs away a little bit and she becomes unsure of herself, or I say it's not so much she becomes unsure of herself, but she becomes unsure of how she feels about you, whether or not she wants to be in the relationship, whether or not you're the right guy for her. And so when she gets in those states, that's why just hanging back and not losing your cool and just understanding that, you spent a lot of time together for the last 4 or 5 days, and now she doesn't really want to text you as much. You can't let that get under your skin. You just got to be patient. You just got to relax and wait. It'll be a couple of days, and then she'll start calling you and texting you. But it's absolutely essential. You have to let the sexual anticipation build with a woman. You cannot, by calling a girl excessively and pursuing her excessively and seeing her excessively, you can't shortcut the process to her falling in love with you. It has to happen at her own pace, slowly over time. And back when I was still learning this stuff years and years ago, one of my girlfriends, she used to tell me this. She used to say, don't try to force things. Just let me come to you at my own pace. Don't try to force it. And even her mother said the same thing. She said, Corey, you got to let those feelings that she has for you develop slowly over time, because she could tell I was chasing too much, I was pursuing too much, I was trying to force things to happen a little quicker because I just wanted to get to the point where we were pretty much seeing each other all the time, because I love this girl. I just fucking wanted her so bad. And just by hanging back and facilitating her getting to the place where she's a little unsure of herself, like she's a little unsure when I'm going to call, when I'm going to call her back, when I'm going to be available, or if she calls me in the middle of the day, even though she might have got a hold of me when she called yesterday, when she calls today, I might not call her back for 4 or 5 hours because I might have back-to-back appointments and I just can't get away. And that in and of itself, just that little thing makes a big difference. But if you're always available for a girl and you always text her back right away, there's no time for her to feel her feelings for you, because you're pretty much always in her face, which turns her off and causes her to feel wishy-washy about you and uncertain if she really wants to be with you or not. And if you keep pursuing, it'll push her away even more. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, on my website, underneath the email sign-up box, is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device already, just download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters, the articles on my website, and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website right now, and on the Webby toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button, and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.